Hello everyone, a different look behind me here at Northern Vinyl Guy, and just going to be checking in with a real quick video here. This one is for Craig down in Tennessee at the Spirit of Vinyl. I will leave a link to his channel down below. He had a bit of a thread going on this past week and this past weekend in preparation for the Kentucky Derby. And so this is basically a thread in which I'm going to show some albums in which the songs either have the word horse in them, or maybe there's a picture of a horse on the cover or the inner sleeve or something along those lines. So yeah, this one is for you, Craig. Spirit of Vinyl, down in Tennessee. I did get to see some of the highlights from the Kentucky Derby. I know that I am a little behind on this particular thread, but that's all good. Track conditions were extremely sloppy, as they stated on the charts. You know, it seems like the last 8 to 10 years of the Kentucky Derby, the track has been either fair or dry or whatever it is, but the weather looked to be extremely sloppy, and so I feel bad for those horses and jockeys that had to deal with that in this past Kentucky Derby. So without further ado, I'm going to show you 5 albums that I have with horse either in the song title or showing pictures of horses on the cover or the sleeve. All right, so a little bit of Canadian content here, and I've got Amanda Marshall's first album. It's her self-titled album, and there is a track. It is I believe it's the 4th one here on side A, and that is the song Dark Horse, which actually has nothing to do with horses, but instead more of one of those relationship type songs, very slow, mellow. Used to listen to it when I was in high school. I have been on Rob at Northern Revolution's Wednesday night shows many times over the years as a guest host and guest talker. And both Rob and I do praise Amanda Marshall. We definitely champion her, often referring to her as the Canadian version of Sheryl Crow, a little bit of bluesy, a little bit of country, a little bit of soft rock. And that particular album there did have one hit in the United States called Birmingham. And so, yeah, there we go. Amanda Marshall's debut album. All right, number 2. I only have their greatest hits. That is America's greatest hits, and one of their most popular songs, and that is, to start off side A of the greatest hits, A Horse with No Name. Of course, doesn't help to be Out in the Rain, where they give you no fame. So that particular song, perfect conditions from the Kentucky Derby, rain, the mud, the sloppy track conditions. So America's greatest hits, A Horse with No Name. All right, my last 3 are all original scores or soundtracks back from, I don't know, these times, a little bit, Rodgers and Hammerstein, things like that. And so I am going to start off with Rodgers and Hammerstein's original score to Oklahoma. And you might be saying, hey, there's no horse on that cover. There's the buggy, but there is no horse. However, if I open up the gatefold on this one, it's a little bit difficult to see, but right there is the horse and buggy. And so, yeah, I mean, if you're into original scores and soundtracks, you might want to check this one out. Rodgers and Hammerstein. Music by Richard Rodgers. Book and lyrics by Oscar Hammerstein II. Produced by Arthur Hoblorin Jr. and directed by Fred Zinnemann. So there you go. Definitely a country and western themed movie. Next, we move on to the musical play Man of La Mancha, featuring Irving Jacobson, Ray Middleton, Robert Roundsville, Joan Diener. Well, there is a comedic horse right there. You can see it. So yeah, this is more one of them, I guess you would call it, comedy type deals. And, what do we have here? Overture, Man of La Mancha, I, Don Quixote is what it's called. The Barber's Song, Golden Helmet, and more. So if you are once again, if you are into these plays and you are into original scores, this might be for you. And of course, it is the best musical, now a major motion picture, according to not the hype sticker, but the hype printing. And one last one here. Here we go. We have got the original soundtrack album, of course, for Max Steiner's Gone with the Wind. And where's the horse? Well, there's the horse. In fact, there are many horses. Looks like not necessarily racing, but trotting through. And the backside is, of course, I don't know. I always think it's like the Anne of Green Gables type picture there, but it is not Anne of Green Gables. I've never seen this particular movie, this particular soundtrack. But inside gatefold, you know, this is all you're going to need to know if you're going to like these kinds of movies or you are not. So there you go. Horse with No Name. We've got Amanda Marshall's Dark Horse. We've got Gone with the Wind. We've got Man from La Mancha. And we've got Oklahoma. All in theme from this past weekend's Kentucky Derby. And of course, the sloppy weather conditions. Let me know, do you like my new background here? In fact, it's not my background, it is the backyard. I hope it wasn't too bright. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of these 5 choices. And as always, if you have not checked out Craig at Spirit of Vinyl, do so. We'll leave the link down below. If you like what I had to say and you are a new viewer to the channel, subscribe to my own channel, thumbs up, comment down below, click subscribe. And until next time, if you are a returning viewer, always appreciate the support. And have a great one, everyone. I will see you on the next one.